Welcome to Modern Alchemy, episode number
46.
46. We're going to start a new topic, and it's going to be an 8-series topic. Actually. It's going to last for the next 8 weeks, and we're going to break it down piece by piece, and we're going to give you an overview today. Mm-hmm. We're going to talk about the alchemy of environment. Now, when you think about environment, Bersabeh, what's the first thing that comes to your mind?
Outside world.
Nature. Most people, that's the answer. They believe that environment only pertains to nature. And while it does pertain to nature, we're going to suggest to you that it's much more than just nature. Your environment is just as important, maybe more important for many, as your heredity or your willpower. Now, Bersabeh, let's use an example. You're a pretty willful person, wouldn't you agree?
Yes, very willful.
Yeah, I mean, in a past episode, she talked about kicking a really tough habit, and that took a tremendous amount of will.
Yes.
I've seen you push your body to do exercise when your body was injured.
Yes.
I mean, every athlete performs injured at some point, but I've seen you do that. That takes a tremendous amount of will. How often does your willpower go off, though, Bersabeh?
How often does it go off?
Is it on 24/7?
No, it's not on 24/7.
It's not. So here's the point. Even though Bersabeh is a pretty willful person, and I would suggest I am as well, willpower is off and on. Environment, on the other hand,
it's 24/7.
It's 24/7. You're so right. And what we're going to suggest to you is that there are 7 environments that impact your wealth, your harmony, and your happiness. And we're going to go through all of those briefly today, and then we'll come back over the next several episodes, next several weeks, and dive deeper into each of them. So where should we start with these environments, Bersabeh?
Let's start with your home.
Your home.
Family.
Your home. Okay, well, that's kind of 2 different things. So you want to pick A or B?
Okay, let's start with family first.
All right, family. We're going to call that your relationship environment. All right, and that includes your family, your friends, your colleagues, your pets.
Oh.
Bersabeh loves our dog Flo, and so do I. It includes your mentors, relationships. It includes your teachers. It includes your associations, your associates, people you work with. Those are all part of your relationship environment.
Does it include your clients?
It does. It does. And, you know, sometimes, contrary to popular belief, the most valuable thing you can do is to fire a vendor or a client because they're toxic to your relationship environment. Does that make sense to you?
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure it does because we've had that experience. Next environment is spiritual. What would spiritual include, Bersabeh?
Spiritual environment?
Yeah.
So that would be your environment inside.
Well, and what components drive that? How about purpose?
Oh, okay. Purpose, values.
Values. Now you got it. Vision. How about energy? Is that spiritual?
Sure it is.
It is. I mean, physics calls everything energy. The mystery teachings call everything spirit. It's the same thing. So, you know, there's a big difference between being inspired and being over-caffeinated. We'll talk more about that a little bit later. Your feelings also are part of your spiritual environment. What about your personal environment? Well, this would include unique gifts that people have given you, your diet, your clothing, your body, your strength, your flexibility. All of those are part of your personal environment. What would physical environment be? If that's personal, then we've already covered the body. What would the physical environment contain, Bersabeh?
Your home?
That's right. And more specifically, things like
I would say, well, okay, so whatever is in your home too, your furniture, your
These bookcases.
bookcases, furniture.
How about the music that you play in your home?
Or the movies you watch.
The movies you watch, your office, your financial world is part of the physical part of your environment. And body is here too, but your furniture, your music, your television, and again, we're not going to get into each of these specifically today. We just want to give you a quick overview, and we'll come back and dive deeper later. Then you have your psychological environment. What is consistent, or what does your psychological environment consist of?
Your beliefs.
Your beliefs. What else?
Assumptions,
perceptions, expectations, ideas, coaching, your socialized mind, programming,
your thoughts,
information that you allow in. These are all your psychological environment. And then it brings us to the one that tends to be the catch-all for most people, which is nature. Does nature affect you?
Oh, yeah.
Sure it does. So what would be part of your natural environment or the nature environment, Bersabeh?
So this would be outside.
Yes.
Sunshine,
good.
trees,
Seasons.
Oh, seasons. Oh, seasons.
4 of those a year. Yeah, we could talk on that one for a long time. Maybe we will. Geography. You know, every single location, every single city, every single state, every single country has a certain vibration or frequency, a certain environment.
Oh, for sure. What's going on in your, country, state makes a big difference.
Outdoors. I mean, if you're wanting to spend a lot of time outdoors, you probably don't want to move to Manhattan.
No. You do have a park, so.
Yeah, your interrelationship with all of life is nature. And then finally, the seventh one that we'll talk about today, overview, is your network. So some of these have come up in the other categories, but your customers, your clients, your vendors, what else would be in your network environment that you could think of? Colleagues, community, clubs, associations, charities, and things of that nature. Now, obviously, this is a really broad topic, and that's why we're going to break it down over several episodes. Each one of these 7 environments we'll get into in great detail. For now, just remember, please, that physics tells us everything is energy, including you. The mysteries call that spirit. And studies in neurosciences tell us that your brain becomes entrained. Do you know what that term means?
Program.
Entrainment is where it falls into the same frequency or same vibration of something it's exposed to. So when you listen to classical music, you are entrained into a certain frequency, whereas if you listen to blister rock, you're entrained into a chaotic frequency, quite frankly. So again, neurosciences prove that your brain becomes entrained in the frequency in which you immerse it. Let that sink in for a moment, because that's the important of environment. Everything is either moving you forward or it's
holding you back.
Nothing is neutral. There is no neutral. Everything counts. Hopefully that's given you some things to think about and act upon. Until we see you next Monday, thanks for a couple moments of your day. God bless. Lots of love.
Take care. We'll see you then. Bye.
Take care. Bye.